Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Thank you for tuning into the channel. I am Shad. If you haven't subscribed just yet, please make sure you hit that button. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button as well. So I was checking out some shoes in my closet, and sometimes what it takes for me is to pull the shoe out of the box to really get a renewed sense of appreciation for that shoe. I can tell you guys the Jerry Lorenzo Fear of God Nike collaboration is one of my favorite. That's over Clot, that's over Off-White. Anytime I check out a Fear of God product, I inspect it and I look at it with a different appreciation than I do with any other shoe. And that's because you hear the story behind the shoe and you understand some of the styling cues from some of the past, silhouettes and Jerry Lorenzo really taps into that very well. And that's why the Fear of God and Nike collaboration is one of my favorite collaborations. So I have had 2 pairs of the Fear of God 1 last year. I hit on the sales and I hit on the oatmeals on the sneakers app. I actually sold the oatmeals, but I liked them so much. Those are actually my favorite Fear of God 1s that I went and picked them back up earlier this year. Prices are starting to creep back up over $500, so I wanted to make sure I snagged them before they got ridiculous. I also have the Skylon 2s, which I thought was a really cool shoe. A lot of great details on that shoe, and I feel that's a very underrated sneaker. For $150, you get a lot of shoe for that price. And then you have these, the Nike Air Fear of God Raids. So this shoe came out last year, April 27th. Retail price was $190. What stands out to me about this shoe, beyond the midfoot strap and the black swoosh, is the one-piece midsole and the way it flows throughout the shoe. It's definitely a very beautiful, nicely crafted piece. And I believe that is a trademark of Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God. On the lateral side of the midsole, you can see the words Air 180, Fear of God, SN 832 9166, which is Jerry Lorenzo's grandfather's service number from the military. There's this rectangular visible air unit in this blue tint, and you can see the 180 air unit inside, which I think is a really cool touch, and then you can see the cushioning above that as well. So it's not the double stack zoom that you're used to seeing on the Air Fear of God, but it does look very close to that. Across the back, you have Nike Air, and I've got to say that I really like this font. I don't know what it is. It just feels regal to me. Like, you see that font and it just looks premium. You've got this neoprene on the toe box with the stitching. It looks very close to the Air Fear of God ones, and then you can see the thick rope laces with the single lace loop that leads up to the lacing system, which is actually covered up by that midfoot strap. The cool thing is that you can style this shoe in many different ways. You can adjust the straps to look different. You can do the lacing a little bit different. You've got this cool Fear of God lace lock. Across the toe, you can feel this super soft nubuck, and then you've got what feels like a soft suede going across the rear. The materials feel really good to touch. You've got this black Nike swoosh in that same soft leather feeling material. You get these light bone rope laces, but Nike throws in an extra pair of white rope laces as well. Next up for me is probably going to be the Fear of God 1 shoot-arounds, and then I might go ahead and look for the Friends and Family, the black and gray pair of the Fear of God Raids. It's tough for me to get really excited about a release when it's the same silhouettes that you're used to seeing over and over again. That is why I am drawn to the Fear of God Nike collaboration so much. It's that a lot of creativity, there's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of individuality within the shoe, and it's just a cut above what you're used to seeing. For me, I'll look back at this collaboration years down the line and I'll appreciate it even then as much as I do now. That's why I know getting these and adding these to the collection is important, because I think this is going to be a story that can be told. It's a time capsule. More than anything else, it's bridging that gap between that era of sneakerheads and this current era. And Jerry Lorenzo has been able to tell that story in a beautiful way. And again, that is why I am a huge fan of this collaboration. So post your comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the Nike Air Fear of God raids. Also, are you a fan of the Fear of God Nike collaboration as well? I would love to see a lot more work in the future. I've heard all kinds of different rumors about Jerry Lorenzo severing ties with Nike. I don't know if they are true or not, but hopefully he does continue to produce some shoes with Nike in the future, because I will definitely be staying tuned and trying to get my hands on them. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. I certainly do appreciate it. Once again, please make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be easy. Peace.